everyone, and welcome to Rad Chat. This is us at UKIO. My name's Jo McNamara, and I'm joined by fellow host Norman Joel Anderson.
Hi everyone.
So, we have literally pulled in a guest, not literally off the street, but definitely walking on past. She said she happens to have followed us since we started, so do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name's Dearbhla. I'm a therapeutic radiographer, just qualified last August, and I'm working in Clatterbridge Cancer Centre, and yeah, loving it, just getting used to the role and learning every day, and yeah, love it.
Amazing. So what made you want to become a therapeutic radiographer?
I never actually knew I wanted to do this. I had 10 years out of education, so I was 28 when I decided I'm going to go do a degree, and I done a day placement in the radiotherapy department in Derry, and just from that day placement, when I seen a radiographer compassionately reassure a patient, and I just was like, I'm going to do that. I want to be that. I want to do that. So yeah, that was the kind of moment where I was like, yeah, definitely a job for me. So yeah, I'd done support work and working as a healthcare assistant for years, and then I just wanted to have a career and a degree in that. So yeah, I went and pursued all that, and I moved over to Liverpool from Derry, and here I am. Yeah.
How have you found the transition from being an undergraduate to then qualifying?
Oh my god, it's so there's such a transition, because there is only so much that you can do as a student. Even though you might be in the department for 8 weeks at a time, you're rotating through different machines, and sorry, I'm so distracted. Have you mouth up in there now when you took another one? So you're rotating through different machines, but then once you qualify, there's so much more to the role than what you're doing as a student. There's so many additional things, there's so many more, and it's a hard job, but it's very rewarding. It's very you're learning every single day on what to do right and what not to do again. There's every day there's things I would say, and I'd be like, right, I'll not do that this next time, and there's times where I'm like, right, that was really good, I'll do that again. So yeah, it's just, the transition has been interesting.
I always describe it like it's learning to drive. So
literally, yeah. You're the third. I was talking to people today that I haven't seen from the university, and they were like, it's like learning to drive. You're the third person that said that. I was like, it is.
But it's a really close analogy, isn't it?
Yeah, because you do your test, and then you're actually out in the road. You're literally out in the road in the department, and
driving a £2 million machine.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, it's a journey doing the transition, but it's very good.
Yeah. And so in terms of kind of advice that you would give anyone who is about to transition, so I'm just thinking I've got some third years who are just starting to think about, that time frame of which they've got a little bit of holiday, but then they're going to have to go into maybe a department they've never been in before. What advice and support would you give them?
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't put too much pressure that you have to be signed off on A, B, C, D immediately. Just do it in your own stride. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just be kind and take everything in. Ask loads of questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and just be yourself as well, and just do the best that you can. Yeah.
Amazing. What do you love most about being a therapeutic radiographer?
I love the patient facing, so I love building my skills and knowledge on, especially watching my more advanced practitioners and just learning from them, but then taking on their knowledge and using it then every day. And just sometimes when I see a patient and they're like, oh, thanks for that advice, and I'm like, oh, do you know what, that was alright today. But as I say, you're always learning. There's things that you're saying, oh, I could have said more, or I could have asked more questions to the patient. So I love the patient interaction, and with therapeutic radiographers as well, it's such a team. You're always with someone, and you get to build a rapport with your partner that you're with all day, and learn how they work, and they learn how you work, and learn what's best, they take the lead or you take the lead, or it's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
I
you.
feel like you didn't have much of a choice.
No, I was literally dragged
the
on.
photographer came in at the same time.
I know.
Yeah, just to throw you off. You're like, oh no. Can I just ask, because obviously Clatterbridge have a stand here.
Yeah.
What do you think made them want to have a stand? Because there's not many trusts that have actually come and exhibited. What do you think it is? Is it more from a recruitment perspective, or is it to kind of shine a light on what the Clatterbridge are doing?
Yeah, I think it is just to shine a light on what they do and what they're like kind of what's the word? Their role. No, I don't know. I can't think.
That's alright.
What's the word? Just to show what they are as a trust, and yeah, I don't really know. Sorry.
No, that's alright.
It's advertising. It's like local. It's
Yeah,
yeah. That's what they're doing. I think it's great, especially
Yeah.
because people aren't recruiting enough.
I didn't actually realise there was no other trusts really,
Yeah.
so I didn't actually know that.
But I suppose that's the nature of it being local, and the fact that you're able to come and showcase all the amazing work that you're doing. Do you find that as a therapeutic radiographer within Clatterbridge that you work very much within a multidisciplinary team? Or?
Yeah, and I think I didn't realise that until I was qualified, how much. I knew there was an MDT, like obviously with the role, but how much, every day we're talking to the CNSs, we're talking to the dietitians, we're talking to doctors, we're talking to the physicists, we're talking to the support workers. There's so many people that's involved in one patient.
Yeah.
So yeah, big MDT.
And I think it's from that patient journey perspective as well, because we kind of work sometimes within our silos, but you forget that the patient is seeing so many people.
Yeah.
And if we don't consider maybe what they're seeing, what they're being told, what they're being advised, it makes it disjointed from the patient perspective.
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
great that visibly that's changing within practice.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're very welcome. Oh.